All right, welcome back. This is now part 2 of Eating Bacon with Bobtheorc. This is episode 12, Shitting Your Pants and Changing Shirts. So, we're probably going to start recording these in 2 parts, have the first part for about an hour or so, take a break, and then do another part for about an hour or so, and this way we can put the spicier content in the second half. And I got something my dad sent me. It's from congress.gov. It's H.R. 4980. It's a bill proposal to direct the Secretary of Homeland Security to ensure that any individual traveling on a flight that departs from or arrives to an airport inside the United States or a territory of the United States is fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and for other purposes. Now, before we talk about this, I just want to say that the "for other purposes" is really ominous because that's vague. And I understand that ostensibly the bill is going to be to force people to get vaccinated, but it's whenever they have the "and for other purposes." That's where they sneak in all the bullshit. This hasn't passed yet, something that's just been proposed. But I thought a good topic of conversation to start with is going to be the idea of mandating vaccines by forcing people to take one if they want to fly. And the issue that I think that people are going to run into with this, I'm not talking about the anti-vaxxers who don't like vaccines versus the pro-vaxxers who like vaccines or the skeptics or whatever, but there is a small minority of the population of people who are allergic to the vaccines or genetically incompatible with vaccines or for whatever reason, for whatever medical reasons, can't or shouldn't take a vaccine. And I don't know how large a population this is. My understanding is very small. But this bill might be illegal because it would discriminate against a portion of the country, people who, who for all intents and purposes have a disability because they're for health reasons, unable to take a vaccine. What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a backdoor way to force people without saying they're forcing people.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
If you want to live a normal life, you've got to have a vaccine.
Well, and for a lot of people, getting vaccinated is probably a good idea. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna give any medical advice. My personal philosophy is I'm going to do whatever my doctor tells me to do because I've got a fantastic doctor and I've known him since I was a child and I trust him and he gives me good advice and I haven't gotten sick in decades, so he's doing a good job, I think. But that being said,
think?
What did you say?
You said you think. You think what?
I think he's a very good doctor. We're 5 tons over, by the way. So we're going to have to...
Hang on, I was just fart arsing around looking
Oh,
at
okay.
Max.
No, I think that people should listen to their doctor and do whatever, get a good doctor and do whatever they say. But the problem that I see is I know that there's a lot of people who, for a variety of reasons, don't want to take the vaccine. And I'm not going to get into a conversation of yes vaccine, no vaccine. I'm not, I don't want to touch that. I'm not qualified to touch that.
Okay.
But if you start restricting crucial elements of society to people who are only for people who are vaccinated, I do know that there is some portion of the population that's probably very small where it's not healthy for them to get the vaccine. And I know that there's also a portion of the population who will just outright refuse to get that. And so instead, I want to talk about the morality of coercing somebody into doing something by basically ruining their lives and ruining their livelihoods if they don't do what you want them to do. And my concern is that medical decisions from your doctor specific to you is probably a good idea. But when it comes to these medical bureaucrats, it's always been the responsibility of the government to look out for the population as a whole, even if it means that they're screwing an individual. You know, in fact, governments will typically sacrifice individuals just for the sake of the whole. And contrary to that, it's the individual's responsibility to look out for themselves and their friends and family, because the government's not going to watch out for them. And so my concern with this is that if you start destroying people's livelihoods, limiting their travel, excluding them from society, you know, because of whether it's because of the vaccine or something else, this is going to create a really big rift in civil society, and we already have enough tribalism going on right now. There's already enough conflict going on right now.
Yeah, you can say that again.
And hey, Scipio, good for you to meet us. So my concern is that if you don't let people travel, if they're not vaccinated, you know, there's been some talks about putting up about mandating that people can't travel between states unless they're vaccinated. I know a lot of cities are already doing, you know, you have to be vaccinated to go to a Broadway show or whatever.
No, I need Broadway. I can't survive without it.
Well, the thing is, you know, not going to a Broadway show where you're sitting in a crowded environment with a bunch of people, you know, I can see that.
Reactor
You know,
Right.
online. Sensors online.
you know, don't go to a big,
Weapons
don't go to
online.
Obama's birthday party unless you're vaccinated. You know,
All
whatever. It's a
systems
private
nominal.
event. But, you know, once you start getting into the free movement of people
Override engage.
and infrastructure that's necessary for civilization to function, now you're opening up a big can of worms. And I think that, you know, maybe people will bend the knee, but you know, I have no intention of showing vaccine papers just out of the principle of I don't like the idea of showing papers anyway. I don't
Yeah.
think that.
Maddie, you good
Done
over
that
there?
before, and that didn't work out so well last time.
Yeah, I mean, show your papers has a long history of not working out so well. Ooh, I kind of want to go Echo 6, go up the ramp for the snipey hole. What do you think?
Artillery strike online.
But
I'll
yeah,
back you up.
Yeah, show your papers always sets a bad precedent. And whenever you start excluding members of society, now, you know, do I think that unvaccinated people should be gathering in large groups? And, you know, that's probably a bad idea. But I think we have to be very careful. So you get a lot of these health professionals, or these bureaucrats rather, who their objective is to fight the pandemic. And I agree with that we do need to do,
Target acquired.
you know, we do need to do something.
Target spotted.
Whoops, that was bad. You know, we definitely need to do something, but we have to balance it. We don't want to sacrifice all of our freedoms and sacrifice everything that makes us
New
Americans
target acquired.
just because we're scared of, you know, of dying. I think that there's a certain amount of personal responsibility that we have to consider. I do not know what our team is doing there. And
I
so
think the problem is
Excuse me.
Target
the government
acquired.
seems to be hell-bent on being draconian about it, backed up by Facebook and its cohorts. And I want to know, is this the governments of Australia, America, or whatever doing a grab for power? Or is there something about COVID that they're not telling us?
well, I
Well, I
think
think
it's
that's a
probably
given.
both.
Because it seems like they're going like to extreme measures for something that doesn't seem
New target acquired.
that much of a problem.
Well, there's an old political saying, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yep.
And so
Mhm.
whenever
And
you
that's
have a
exactly what's
crisis,
going on.
yeah, whenever you have a crisis, it's a great opportunity to seize more power, grab more money. There's a light mech that's going to be trying to poke around Echo 6, so just keep an eye
I
keep an eye out
got
for
him locked. The Raven?
Yeah, just
Okay, I'm watching him.
New target acquired.
He's off my scope right now, but I did lock him before he disappeared. So if he shows back up, he's going to automatically pop up on my radar.
yeah, don't chase him or anything. Just be mindful of him. And so my concern is that
We're gonna have to move to engage the enemy. We're
target
losing too many
acquired.
people.
yeah, our guys are just getting smushed. They ran through the basement, I think. There's a Lerm stalker.
Target spotted.
Let's take out Bravo. I'm just gonna Lerm him. You know, there's a certain balance. You know, you want to solve the problem, but you don't want to destroy civilization in the process. And I think a lot of people are taking an all or nothing approach, and that's
It's
not
never a good idea.
Yeah. All or nothing is usually not what you want. There's somebody close by.
Yeah, I'm trying to locate you
target
right now.
acquired.
So you moved. Okay, there you
You're
are.
still
Never
hitting
mind.
this stalker? No, I've lost it. Something's knocked me.
Target destroyed.
I like the fact that I'm
Yeah, there's a
sitting here
Narc Raven.
hidden,
I got him.
and I am
Target acquired.
under
New
ECM
target
cover. I
acquired.
love this. Do I need to? Should I go ahead and pop a?
This
UAV?
Kodiak is going to be a problem. In fact, I need to get off this hill here. We've lost.
You got a
New
Viper
target
coming for you
acquired.
fast.
Yeah,
I see the
I
fucker.
hopped,
got
I
him
hopped
locked.
down. I hopped down. So
Problem is, he's down that way.
New target acquired.
Oh, that's it. Get me in the crossfire. Teammates like you who needs
New
enemies.
target acquired.
Who the fuck is shooting you?
this rifleman, he's shooting me. So, you know, so people need to take a more balanced approach. Oh, I really want to finish that rifleman off, but this Kodiak needs to be dealt with.
Well, pull him, sucker him in here, and I'll lock him and blast him.
New target
I got a
acquired.
linebacker coming this way.
Oh, they don't. They're not
I
gonna.
see
They're not
that.
gonna expose themselves too much.
Oh, I see the Kodiak coming. He's in my range, but I have a wall in my way.
Yeah, Maddie's
New target acquired.
in some trouble.
Where is he?
I think he's dead.
I put a UAV up, but there's nothing I could do. Yeah,
New target acquired.
Oh my
Left
god.
arm critical
I did not
damage.
see that fucker.
Left torso critical
Yeah, the
damage.
problem is these guys aren't
Right torso critical
taking
damage.
enough damage for me to finish them
Ultra
off.
autocannon destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. LRM ammo at 25%.
That
Target
There we
destroyed.
go.
New target acquired. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Damn.
Center torso
Wow.
critical
Damn it,
damage.
didn't lock in time.
LRM destroyed.
Yeah. That was rough.
I'm getting pounded.
723. Well, that's because our whole team died.
I dodged.
So,
I'm still alive somehow.
Incoming missile.
not for long.
8 level critical.
Nope, you're getting bombarded.
Alright, that's okay.
But I was the last one to die.
Yeah. So my concern is, like I said, when dealing with these kinds of situations, you can't go over the top. And a lot of times I think that you're right. I think that government and big business is using this as an excuse to lock things down or to seize power, to redistribute wealth. I mean, the big companies are getting richer than ever before. Small businesses are getting destroyed. Governments are grabbing unprecedented levels of power. And I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that they're not telling us about COVID. And, uh-oh, did Maddie get disconnected?
yeah, I disconnected last game.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait for you to connect and get you an invite again.
Yep.
So I think there's a number of things going on, but and a lot of times, people in power will keep testing their power until they get some level of pushback. And I just don't think that, one of the arguments is going to be you're trying to restrict the travel of Americans when you have open borders and tons of illegals coming in through the southern border, many of whom have COVID. I've heard numbers from anywhere from 20 to 40% have COVID. And then they're taking these people and busing them or flying them into American cities in the middle of the country. I'm sure that's not the whole story, but that doesn't matter. The problem is going to be the perception of people are going to be very resistive to these vaccine mandate, travel restrictions and whatnot.
Right.
And you're just going to see an increased polarization and tribalization of the country or of the world.
And talking about this country, what I'm noticing is the coastlines filling up with people who want to control everyone's life. And I think you said this about a month ago. Oklahoma is one of the most conservative states in the union. There's no fallback if something happens here.
Well, I've been told that that's what's been said. I don't know if Oklahoma is actually the most conservative state in the country. I think that there's a lot of Oklahomans tend to have a very independent mindset. Much like Texas, only maybe not quite as crazy. And I think that what you tend to see, I think, is that in rural communities, you tend to have a more independent mindset because people have to rely on each other as individuals. There's not, big government infrastructures that you would see in large cities to hold everything together. If there's a problem, for example, we had a tornado go through a while back and destroy a buddy's house, long time ago, and a bunch of us got together with tools and went out there to help him.
Right.
We didn't wait for the government to come in and do something about it. We just went and did it. Or, there's a storm and this old lady's tree got knocked over as a big tree, and so a bunch of us went up there with chainsaws and we cut up the tree and we hauled off the debris. In fact, some of the wood that I have in the backyard is from that tree.
Right.
And so it's just a different mindset. In a in a big city, there's so many people, you almost become anonymous. One of the interesting things growing up in New York is that you're so anonymous in a crowd because you just can't deal with so many people.
Reactor online.
That
Sensors
you tend
online.
to
Weapons
Isolate?
you're more
isolate?
isolated and you're more dependent on the
All
system.
systems nominal.
And there's some argument that could be made about
Override
needing
engaged.
a more structured system in a big city. I kind of want to do the Fox line. It's probably a bad idea.
Well, I'm thinking that we have a whole lance here. We might as well cheese dick like we did that one time with Bartender.
Well, I kind of want to go
But-
Fox line, but I don't want to go too deep in the Fox line. Just enough to kind of.
Well, the problem
Mess
is
up the
domination.
NASCAR.
Everyone's going into.
Right, but we can be right here at Fox 6 and just take long-range shots.
Well, you can.
You can take long-range shots when they get close.
Did you ever pass an English course?
I think the real discussion on that is whether or not countries and cities' populations get too big. Like there's something to be said to the closeness of a community when it reaches a certain size.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Maddie's gone in deep. I'm going to have to...
Yeah, we're gonna have to go rescue
Yeah,
his.
well, we
Yeah,
don't...
that's
I'm
again.
fine.
He's fine. He's in
fine.
cover. I'm going to take a different path. I'm going to go more towards Fox 5 because I don't want to directly face them.
I'm hiding. Fuck you.
Yeah, let's just
Target spotted.
I got one lock, but he's 1,500
New
meters
target
away.
Acquired.
yeah, I don't want to go. I
Hey,
kind
I'm
of want to
staying-
go. I kind of want to hunt down that Gauss guy in the back.
wish we had more tonnage available.
New target.
Well, I can imagine how
acquired.
nasty my Timberwolf will be back.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
All right, I just did a
I
little
know,
drive by.
there he is.
Did a drive by in that Kodiak.
Yeah, I saw him.
The motherfucker was shooting me.
I'm getting shot from behind now.
Yeah, you walked in front of my
New
lerms.
target
Oh,
acquired.
okay.
So, oh, there's a UAV. I wonder if I can shoot down this UAV here if I can get my guns high enough.
I don't see a enemy UAV.
New target acquired.
Try to bring that Shadow Hawk a little closer.
Oh, you've got a Kodiak that's getting real bloody close.
Activated.
Yeah, I want to.
I say we cheese dick
The
him.
fuck am I stuck on? Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm so dead.
Wait, what did you say?
Do what?
You say you hope you
I need
cheese
you
dick
to
him?
start engaging that Kodiak.
I said I say we pull him in and cheese dick his ass. Seriously,
Yeah, we're gonna bait him in and then.
New target
that's exactly what we're about to
acquired.
do. Because you've got a Huntsman with Streak SRM6s here,
Target
and Alpha
acquired.
Strike does like 200 damage.
I want to see if I can bait in this.
New target acquired.
All right, get this.
Corsair?
Yeah,
Oh, we got a light.
yeah. Don't just draw him in. Yeah, don't poke out there. We want to be nice and careful.
not.
New target acquired.
Oh man, I missed. I jiggled my arm last minute. I missed the light.
Where the hell did the little bastard go?
Don't poke out, or the Gauss rifle
I'm
guy's
not.
gonna get you.
New target.
I got a
Here's a
feeling
Kodiak, or here's a direwolf.
Left
Hell am I
torso
stuck on?
damage.
Not me.
God damn it!
Oh, what the fuck is shooting me?
Yeah, you better run.
He's not running. He's just.
Safe destroyed.
Oh, fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
Left torso destroyed.
I
Shit, I
got
lost
kind of cool.
Arm destroyed. Ultra autocannon destroyed. Center
Where the
torso
fuck am I getting? Oh,
damaged.
okay.
Wow. I just
Did you
took a
die
long-
already?
Yeah, well, I was fighting a bunch of guys.
Hold on. I'm back in.
New target
Okay.
acquired.
He was down to 30%. I almost had him.
Are you? That's okay. We did okay. So,
340, yeah.
is Maddie still alive?
No.
Okay.
I needed you to engage.
No, I got
because you
fucked
did.
in the ass.
we were engaged.
Genuine disappointment in that statement.
Is Goat Monkey still alive? Or are we all dead?
No, I got fucked in the ass.
Left
All right.
I think we're done.
damage.
Yeah, I think we're dead. That's okay. So the thing is that, you know, we know that there's a group of people that are going to watch out for the smoke there, buddy. He's gonna get Artie. He's just gonna stand right in that Artie. There, he's getting taken in right in the face. There's a group of people
Torso
who are going
damage.
to try and take advantage of any situation to just gain a lot of power.
At 25%.
Well, to a limited extent, you know, to be fair and honest, everybody does that.
Oh yeah, no, and it's not
New
a
target
one
acquired.
political party versus the other political party thing. All these assholes will do something like that. And the other thing to consider is that a lot of politicians are just trying to cover their ass. They don't want to. They know that there's nothing that can necessarily be done, and they just want to be able to tell their constituents, "Well, I did everything I could. Don't blame me for all the dead people." You know.
Yeah.
And
New
which-
target acquired.
you know, sometimes that's true, and sometimes you have people forcibly being put into nursing homes and killing a bunch of old people. But
Or you could be funding the Wuhan lab that gave us this
yeah,
pandemic.
so
You might
Well,
get.
that's what shits me is the people
Target
who do the
destroyed.
damage never seem to be accountable anymore.
right, and so they're going to ruin our lives with all their mandates.
Target acquired.
When, you know, one of the, I know you don't have this in
New
Australia,
target acquired.
but one of the nice things about America, oh, your guns are too low. You're just missing everything. One of the nice things about America
critical.
is that we take maybe not anymore, but we're supposed to take personal responsibility for ourselves, help our community, and we don't rely on the government to do everything for us. It's part of the freedom, you know. Part of the deal is we get a bunch of personal freedom, but in return we have to be responsible with it. And a lot of people like the freedom but don't like the responsibility part of it.
Some people just want to sit around and get handed everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
But that's a generational thing.
so
Yeah, partially. It's more noticeable in the current generation, in my generation.
Yeah.
But I'd say that's kind of always existed to an extent.
young
exactly.
people are
I'm with
always
him on that.
foolish. And that's just, you know, just look at all the stupid shit that Bubba and I did when we were kids.
Yeah, but now TikTok exists.
Exactly.
Don't
Yeah.
even mention that.
So
Yeah, but there's the difference between we admitting that we did stupid shit and why didn't the government stop me from doing stupid shit?
yeah,
You know?
Center torso, critical damage. Right torso.
I really wish people wouldn't just run in and suicide like that. You could have stayed back, poked, backed up, done your damage, poked, back up. You don't have to kamikaze into
about
the
the
enemy.
game.
So, one of the part that really worries me in this description of the bill is the "and for other purposes." You know, where they're going to talk about
whenever they leave something that open,
right, where they're
it's
empowered. Right, it's just like when they did the Patriot Act. You know, we want to be able to spy on terrorists and other things, and then it turns into a giant illegal domestic surveillance program that they just authorized. And so, whenever you're authorizing to require vaccine passports, essentially at airports, and then for other purposes, you're just opening the door for a whole lot of problems. And I'm personally of the philosophy that any bill more than 5 pages long should just be illegal, just automatically null and void. If we can do the Constitution of the United States in 4 pages, nothing needs to be longer than that.
And let's make sure we close all the loopholes on that. Make sure the font is a certain size. Otherwise, those 5 pages, you're going to need a freaking microscope to read it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's,
But
you know, they want to put all these regulations on us. Why don't we put some regulations on them?
Well, because the whole idea behind the Constitution is to limit the power of government, not to limit, you know, what we can do.
Exactly.
And it's a trade-off, you know. A lot of people are scared, and they're going to want to have some sort of centralized power do something to make them safe. And the problem is, yes, something needs to be done, but I don't think it needs to come from a centralized power, because historically, whenever guns are too low, buddy.
Better shoot him.
Critical
You know,
damage.
historically
Center
speaking,
torso,
whenever
critical damage.
you
Destroyed.
whenever you give up your freedom for security, you never get your freedom back, and you're usually not actually any more secure.
Correct.
You know, for example, with all the bullshit with the TSA, searching your bags and strip searching old ladies and all that stuff at the airports, there were studies where they tested the security at these airports, where they had people sneak stuff in, and they found that pretty much in every case. Man, it's a direwolf. He can't. He's fucked by the light mech. You know, in nearly every case, the security did not stop the fake bomb getting through. So we have this giant inconvenience, giving up a lot of our freedom for effectively no security benefit.
Right.
But it's just security theater. And I think a lot of these COVID mandates are also just security theater, because the reality is this: anybody who doesn't want to get COVID is going to be careful, right? They're going to take whatever precautions their doctor suggests. You know, whether it's vaccination, eating healthy, isolating, or whatever it is, right? People are going to be responsible if they don't want to catch it. And if ultimately people are going to do a bunch of stupid shit and, you know, go to large events, you know, go get smashed at a dance party or whatever, if they catch it, it's kind of on them.
Yeah.
And we can't, you know, but if you give up all of the essential freedoms for, that make our civilization function in exchange for the illusion of safety. You're not going to be any safer. There's probably a lot of this COVID stuff that they're not telling us, or they just don't understand.
That's possible too.
And so I think it's going to create a big mess, because I don't think people are going to comply with it.
What I'm worried is we're not like, I'm not saying that people haven't died, but it doesn't seem like the death rate warrants the lockdown and all the other things that have gone with it. Like, it seems a bit of an overkill.
Yeah.
And what I worry that in the future, when we have something that is, like the Spanish flu or something like that, people are going to think, oh, this is like COVID all over again, 2 years of nothing. People are just going to ignore it, and it's going to be a bloodbath.
Well, I mean, and some people would argue that COVID would be a bloodbath if we weren't taking these precautions, and that could be true, and maybe it's exaggerated. I think there's still a lot we don't know. And I also think that if we were dealing with something like the Spanish flu nowadays, we'd deal with it a lot better, because, the Spanish flu happened back in 1916, 1917, something like that, 1918. It happened during World War I. And people didn't really know much about how viruses worked back then. So,
yeah, but that's true. But what I'm talking about is another lab-born terror.
Yeah. Well, and people have such a low trust of government institutions right now that they're feeling the effect of all the lockdowns, just destroying the economy, which is essentially people's livelihoods. You have people who are being impoverished over this, and you think, oh, well, it's only money. The government can give you money. Well, if you've got a business that you spent 20, 30 years building, and you lose it, that's 30 years of your life. That's 20 years of your life that you just lost.
Sensors online.
Yep.
And
Weapons online.
and that's the
All systems nominal.
that's one of the things that people don't consider. If I lost my business and had to start from scratch, I would be an old man by the time I achieved the level of success that I have right now. And at that point, what's the point?
Pick this map again.
Yeah, people like this map. And if you want to see people get really hostile, when you see all these small businesses going under, and then Amazon, and all these big companies showing record profits, you're going to have a lot of really pissed off people.
Yep.
And so
Artillery strike online.
I don't know which side they're going to come on.
Well, there's this. Goat monkey, personal space, motherfucker.
Yeah, goat monkey, don't crawl up somebody's ass. That's a good way to get your buddy killed.
Need assistance.
Because you gotta have enough room to go forward and back up to poke and do all that. So that's the thing that a lot of these bureaucrats aren't considering, is that if they start destroying people's livelihoods, and they already have. I mean, we've seen the largest transfer of wealth from small business to the mega wealthy in human history.
Acquired.
People are going to be really hostile. And then they wonder why people don't trust the vaccines, or don't trust the mandates, or any of this stuff.
New target acquired.
And
Target destroyed.
I think it's largely because all people know is that they're getting their lives destroyed, and they don't see any benefit from it.
Artillery
And
strike
yeah, the
online.
virus is bad. You know, I mean, we all know that. I don't think anybody... I don't know anybody who's denying the severity of the virus. I really want that battle master to poke his head out, but I guess we're gonna go kill this.
Target
See a
spotted.
champion. I'm about to light up.
Acquired.
Well,
Oh
I think people
shit!
are.
Who the fuck is shooting me from the back?
That's I dropped as my lerms were firing, and he caught some of it.
Started to chip away at us. Need assistance.
Well, I think people are questioning the
Target
severity of the
destroyed.
virus, but they're not questioning the existence of it.
Right. Well, and you have to balance the cure can't be worse than the disease.
Target spotted.
And there was an economic study that was done a while back that showed for every
Target spotted.
for every so many people unemployed, or for every percentage of unemployment, it had to do with basically as the economy starts to break down, that translates into excess deaths due to a variety of secondary effects. And people don't necessarily understand how intertwined civilization is. Bubba, why don't you back up a little bit so Maddie and I can
Well, that's because I was trying to target that light over there.
Oh, okay.
Target spotted.
There we go. Alright, Maddie, whenever you fire, I'll...
New target acquired.
A
Alright.
catapult over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the battle master again.
Warning, incoming missile.
That guy's just about nailed.
Warning, incoming missile.
Holy crap, that's a lot. Is there a UAV over our head?
I don't see. I don't see
I'm
one
gonna try and
indicator.
drop an arty if I can.
Target spotted.
New
Come
target
on. I know
acquired.
you want to come out here.
Artillery strike
Mad dog.
activated.
We're half down.
Why is my...
Hostile take down
New
any more of
target
you.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Alright, there's this guy's gonna try and...
New
There he goes,
target
get the Mad Dog.
acquired.
He didn't like that.
No, he did not.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Red flag critical damage. Warning,
Oh, they-
incoming missile.
Wow, I took a lot of damage from that.
Warning, incoming
There's a
missile.
UAV over our head.
Nah, I can't get to it.
Or I've got to
Right
back
arm
away.
critical damage.
I'm gonna try and see if I can get an angle on it.
Ow.
New target acquired.
The jaws of
No, they got
the
me.
are closing in around us.
I was
I
trying to.
screwed that up.
I was trying to get that UAV, and then they came around the corner and blasted me.
Target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Left torso critical damage. Right arm destroyed. Center torso critical damage. Left arm destroyed.
Alright, well, I did what I could.
Looks like only half
804,
of the
that's okay,
enemy
that's
remain.
respectable.
Who's behind me?
No.
What's your hate, dude? You only had.
There you go. Nail that.
Oh,
nail
fuck.
that guy. Yeah.
Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Ah, I
Left
fucked up.
torso
Yeah,
when
you
you're
didn't
damage.
when you're firing your cannons,
Engage.
you want to try and keep them at torso level. You tend to go low and go for the legs.
Warning, incoming missile. Center torso critical damage.
Yeah, you're keeping. There you go.
Torso destroyed.
Yeah, you're putting your
Arm
guns a
destroyed.
little bit low and you're shooting between
Medium
his legs.
pulse laser destroyed.
You're just gonna
Right
overheat and cook
torso
now. Oh, he's got
destroyed.
no more weapons. He cooked
Right
himself.
arm destroyed. Autocannon destroyed.
I don't have any of my guns. I just noticed that. Fuck.
Yeah, that's okay.
Target acquired.
Just help Maddie spot.
Might go charge him down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh, someone got you from behind.
Yep. Yeah, killing him.
Where the heck did he go?
443
Where did he
damage.
go?
Right torso
Behind
critical
you.
damage. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Small pulse laser destroyed.
Fuck.
How did that not take him?
Warrior, respond.
Wow, they were
This
both
is
cherry
flag
red in the
command.
center.
Respond.
That should have gotten him. I blame the lag.
Lag.
So no, I think that the government's going to try this. I think they're going to try
4
this
kills,
kind of shit.
896.
Yeah, no, we
Nice.
did good. That was solid. That was a solid performance.
I should have
Oh,
sent Goat after him just to take some hits so I could kill him.
Yeah. So my concern is that there's a lot of people who are not going to want to show papers because there's certain implications on that. You know, it's
What I want to know is if voter ID was such a big deal, now you're worried about COVID papers?
well, it's a double standard that's pissing people off. You know, if the authoritarians agreed to voter ID, then perhaps people might be, you know, more agreeable to COVID papers. Although I think they wouldn't be. I think people wouldn't want to share that personal information. You know, if you're going to lock down civilization, but let all these illegals through who, to some extent, have COVID, then, you know, it's the blatant double standard. You know, we don't like you, so we're going to shit in your pool, and then these other people are special and are exempt from the thing. You know, for example, I don't give a shit if Obama wants to have a party with 500 people. That's his business. I don't care. You know, if you go to a party with 500 people and you catch COVID, I mean, you knew the risks, right? That's your deal. What I'm worried about is, you know, the rules for thee, not for me, you know, do what I say, peasant, that kind of stuff. And people are going to rebel, and usually when people rebel, it doesn't work out quite the way that everybody thought it would. You know, it's going to get messy. And a lot of people are just pissed right now. You know, the media and the politicians and all the players involved have done such a good job of pitting people against each other for political purposes that now there's all this built up hate, and nobody trusts the system. And
the media hasn't helped by getting busted lying so often.
well, but part of the problem is that you have, I mean, I have friends who think CNN tells the truth. You know, I mean, the problem is a third of the country thinks that the system's legit, a third of the country thinks that the system's illegit, and then a third of the country's just pissed and wants to be left alone. And you're not going to have a civilization like that. That's the problem.
This is Clan Command. Get to the target and capture it.
And I'm not sure how to unify people again, or how to bring people together, other than you gotta stay out of each other's shit.
We have too much of our own shit to worry about instead of digging into somebody else's.
Well, and the thing is that the United States is not like China. We can't just expect everybody to comply to a giant universal lockdown. And you can't just get people to accept some sort of social credit score or digital, you know, tracking or any of that stuff. I mean, I'm kind of amazed that the Australians are behaving as well as they have. I mean, I used to, when I was growing up, Australians were just as rowdy, even more so than Americans.
Yeah.
And now y'all
whether it was even true or not.
Maybe it's not true.
Perception.
Yeah, the perception was that you
then.
guys were a bunch of rebels, and now y'all are just a bunch of international bitches. No offense, Maddie. I know you're not, but
Seriously, dude, you're hammered in the papers every day. I have another story here we can talk about right now.
So.
New target acquired.
Oh, this is. I don't want. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I don't. We're up in the middle, and our team is not. I've got to.
Let's get out of here.
Why is my phone going off when I have the phone on silent? That's weird. Alright, yeah, let's GTFO. Bubba, don't be in my way. I'm coming through. Thank you.
Right.
I kind of want to go...
Target spotted.
Basement.
You want to go underneath and out the other side, or just walk around?
Artillery strike.
You can probably just walk around.
Damn it.
So...
Yeah, he likes dark places.
Yeah.
Target spotted.
Yeah, I'm a fucking
New
back.
target acquired.
I swear he doesn't have a light in his room.
No, no kidding. He loves it dark, he loves it hot. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Well,
Who's this?
Goat Monkey.
Goat Monkey.
Online.
Yeah, you have a problem with me, bitches?
No, we're just saying that you like it dark and hot.
Yes. Is there a problem?
No, it's just.
We did always said
Oh,
always
Maddie, you ran off on your own.
again.
Again, that's okay. He likes to YOLO.
YOLO.
Which is a lie in and of itself. You live every day, you only die once.
New
Yeah.
target acquired.
Oh, he's pulling a Deadpool.
It's true. Oh, he didn't like that at all, did he?
Target destroyed.
Ah, you.
All right,
New
I
target
had just launched
acquired.
that whenever
let's go learn this guy, this other catapult. That's a really interesting catapult build, LB10, and he's got a bunch of stuff on there. I want to back around this corner here. I do not.
Target spotted.
Somebody better not be behind me. Somebody better not be behind me, Goat Monkey. I'm not
Dude,
gay.
your engine is faster than mine.
New
Yeah, but you
target
shouldn't ever be
acquired.
that close. I'm not gay. I don't like things in my ass.
Neither do I, but unfortunately faster than my ass.
Well, don't be so. You don't want to be so close to each other, because you need to.
Target spotted.
You need to allow for room for people to sort of back in and out and maneuver.
it took me a while to figure that out too, by the
Yeah.
way.
So
Oh, come
Right now, I'm
on.
just gonna go lure this guy.
Who are you alarming?
New target
Well,
acquired.
I'm just causing a little bit of trouble for the people.
Well, because I got a catapult.
Yeah,
Tagged.
I'm learning the catapult that you tagged, but he went under the thing.
Yeah, I see that.
Target
Oh,
see.
my
spotted.
gun's too low. So I'm gonna try and poke up here so I can get a shot.
Hellbringer didn't like me doing that.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
He expressed his displeasure.
Well, excuse me, fucker.
Bam! I see him. I'm already on him.
Alright, so help,
Where-
help. There's a
Whoa.
bitch who's fast.
I'm
New
coming.
target acquired.
Motherfucker.
There's a black something or other. He ran off.
Yeah, it's a Black Lantern.
Thank you.
All right.
New target
Okay.
acquired.
I hate being slow.
you
Ah,
might-
they got me.
We're losing our ass again.
Incoming missile.
Mhm.
Target destroyed.
All right. See that guy in Echo?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Thank you.
You're
Bubba.
welcome.
Move.
All right.
On.
There's a guy. I'm moving towards Echo 6. That guy in Echo 6. I want to get him.
Keep it up.
Go ahead. I'm getting out of the way of that already.
Yeah.
Then I'll come back around.
Because he's almost dead.
Target
There we
destroyed.
go. All right. So
Fuck,
let's.
there's an Atlas.
Where?
Where you at?
New
All right, let's get
target
the Atlas.
acquired.
Halfway there.
Got him locked. Nope. There's a charger. Where's that Atlas at?
Behind you.
The enemy is 75%
Got 'em locked.
of the way to victory. Shut them down.
Target destroyed.
You're
All right.
New
welcome.
target acquired.
Then up in Echo 5, there's somebody.
No, we got a
Target
light right here,
acquired.
Vapor Eagle. And I'm getting pounded hard. I guess we're the only two.
I
New
got fucked
target
by that
acquired.
Atlas.
Okay, it's just me and you, Bob. Here we go.
Artillery strike Activated.
Where
New
the hell are
target
you?
Acquired.
There you are.
All right, let's back up. Let's get over to Echo 6 behind the
It's
cover
just
there.
it's just me and you, dude.
There's another guy. But I want to fight them in front of me. I don't want to
I
be
get
fighting
that.
on
Right
several
now they're
sides.
kind of my ass.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting behind this cover here.
I just lost. I only have one streak left.
All right. All right, now they're on
target
one side.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
There we go.
New target
There's only one
acquired.
left.
Yeah,
He's that
so-
Vapor Eagle. He's triple ERPPC.
All right, let's rush the Vapor Eagle.
Got him locked. I can't do much more than one shot.
That's
but
okay.
Well, you need to do it. Pull the trigger.
Damn it.
If I can get to him.
That's my problem too.
Yeah.
Lock. Come on, lock.
RM ammo at
Duck.
25%. Target destroyed.
There we go. Shot him through the crack.
Taking the
Oh,
We are victorious.
See if I got
holy
any,
crap.
skill this time. I got a kill.
Well, good job.
Let's see how much damage I did.
That was good job, guys.
320.
Good job.
Hey, I had 7 kill assists.
Yeah, we
here.
5, 6, 7. We got 8 of the kills just with our lance. All right, good job. So, as far as the solution goes,
I think the solution is cities and countries have gotten too big to manage.
yeah, well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's the be all and end all to it.
Well, you're seeing a trend of people moving into the countryside, moving to more rural areas, and people are also learning that the local mandates and the local politicians have a much greater effect than on your lives in the states or the cities. And I think people are starting to pay more attention to the local stuff. And when they first started doing all the COVID stuff, at first we didn't know if we were going to be considered an essential business or not. We just, we had already refused to lock down. We weren't going to lock down because we'd already taken appropriate precautions. The first thing I did was get together with my doctor and say, hey, how are we going to be able to operate safely? And so we completely reworked how our business operated, where we were kind of a no-contact business. None of our people have gotten COVID.
I thought Pip did.
No, Pip. No, he didn't get the COVID. He got sick when he took the vaccine, but he was only sick for a couple days.
No, because he was gone for 10 days, like pretty close after I hired on.
What?
He was gone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I remember this. It's something he was quarantined.
No, that was when he had an injury to a certain sensitive part of his body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he didn't get COVID. He had a very personal injury, which
Got
we're
it.
not going to talk about in public, that had nothing to do with COVID. It was a physical.
Okay.
It was a physical injury.
I know what I know the confusion now.
Yeah.
He had a physical injury and they blamed it on COVID.
No, he didn't blame it on COVID. They didn't blame it on COVID.
I said that. Well, you just go with the joke.
Oh.
Seriously.
Arnie, what a
Leaker
fun
online.
sponge.
Yeah, I know,
Sensors
right?
Online.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons online.
Well,
Alright,
systems
this is
normal.
classic. Do you know what that
Override
means?
any-
tunnel push.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get my tunnel snake out.
Tom's not clear. Say again.
Tunnel push.
I'm gonna be a tunnel snake.
Learn boat leading the way in the tunnel.
I am too slow.
You'll get there.
You'll get there just in time to mop up the mess.
I think I gotta get off. It's around 1:30 where I am.
Target acquired.
Oh,
Ah!
Left arm critical.
Oh, you guys got
damage.
fucked.
Well, start firing.
Left torso critical damage.
yes, I shot over everyone's
I'm
head.
gonna-
Incoming missile.
I'm gonna back away and
Hello, we have company.
Heat sink destroyed. Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Center torso critical.
oh, I lost
damage.
how did I lose one of my lasers? Oh, something shot me in the ass.
New target acquired. Heat sink destroyed.
Shit, I'm out of here. I just did something.
Yeah.
Get out of the way
Unfortunately,
first.
I'm not really in my brawl configuration. I'm in my
I know.
make a stupid
And
YouTube video configuration. go find.
Target spotted.
I'm wondering if we should try to work
This
our
is
way
really
around.
cramped up space.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
I'm
a
trying to
cramped
get out of
space.
everyone's freaking way. I keep getting pushed.
New target acquired. Center torso critical
Fuck.
damage.
Target spotted.
Right leg critical damage.
The problem is there's some people also to Maddie's left, or to our left, or to our right rather, in
Left
Charlie
leg
3.
critical damage.
I cannot hit shit. Maddie's in front of me.
Target destroyed.
It's okay, we're getting it.
Fucking wiping.
Timberwolf off to the left.
Target acquired.
So
6:30 in the tunnel.
nice. Yeah, I didn't
Damn
do
it.
that well in the
Don't
tunnel.
Stop.
Yeah, ideally what I should have done is I just should have pushed on through the tunnel.
Target spotted.
So so where I'd be
Oh, you're
behind
dead?
those linebackers. Oh, I'm dead. To put them behind get the linebackers behind me, just to push on
New
through and have
target
them forced to.
acquired.
I should have turned around until I was behind all the linebackers. Yeah, get that urban.
Need
Right.
assistance.
I don't know
We
if that.
lost something. I'm after him.
Oh, but this should be your moment to shine.
I don't know where the hell that little bastard
Oh, there's
went.
a raven there. You see him?
I saw him.
Yeah.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Hi. How you doing, honey? You didn't need that.
Keep firing, asshole!
Target spotted.
Level critical. Override engaged.
Uh-oh. Bubba shut down. He's
Learn
getting.
to chain
Yeah.
fire, asshole!
I can't with Street Guys or M6s, asshole.
I thought you had a left side, right side.
I do. But when I'm alpha striking these guys, especially a light, because I want his ass dead now.
New target
spotted.
acquired.
Yeah, he was just going for the one-shot pop tart.
That's what I was trying to do, just so I could.
Acquired. Left torso critical
Raven did not
damage.
like me for a while.
Center
Yeah, our team's falling apart now.
Oh, yay. I guess you guys are gone too?
Oh,
Goat
yeah.
Monkey's still here.
Oh, I
But-
get to watch Goat Monkey now.
Yeah, with his 2 medium pulse lasers.
right leg critical
Oh, you're
damage.
kidding.
Yeah,
And
he's
No.
got enemies all around him.
yeah, he just cooked.
That's when you know things are bad.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
I mean, they're beat up too.
Right torso destroyed.
Oh,
Not as
we
bad
just
as I.
lost it.
Autocannon ammo destroyed.
Oh,
Right torso
I'm gonna take a
critical
break.
damage.
I'll be up
Heat
front.
sink destroyed.
Let's see where this is going.
New target
Just
acquired.
let me know my damage.
Left torso critical
Well,
damage.
Do we
Left arm critical damage.
we want to wrap it up after this match? Why don't you hold off on your break and we'll
All right.
Target destroyed. New
we
target
can either do one
acquired.
more or we can, because we're almost sitting at an hour. I guess what my
PVC
big
destroyed.
what my
Left
big
torso
focus on.
destroyed.
Oh, that guy's screwed.
Target acquired. Left torso.
No, it's nothing but lerms on that guy. Yeah, dude, if you're gonna be a lerm boat, you need secondary weapons. Can't just
Or a
sit there with
huntsman to follow you.
can't just sit there with 4 lerm. Well, even if you have a huntsman, you can't sit there with 4 lerm 20s and.
Well, I'm doing a lot of kill assists, so I'm spreading the love.
Yeah,
Hello, baby.
that was fun. It wasn't very
Oh,
smart.
that,
but
that tunnel was awesome. That was just such a cluster.
yeah, I didn't have
well-
the right configuration for brawling in it, but the best
I
is when I
wasn't
end up
there.
in the tunnel with my Atlas or something like that, and that's always the best. But
I got fucked.
no, the real problem that I think people are going to have to deal with is where are you going to draw the line? And there's a way to solve these problems.
Yeah, World War III, depopulation.
Well, that would be less than ideal.
Big bada boom.
Yeah, I know. That's less than ideal. No, I mean,
Is
there's
it?
ways to solve these problems, and people need to take their health situations, into their own hands. because the government's not going to come and
in World
save
War
you.
II, we went from propeller to rockets in 5 years.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and some of the new technology that they're developing,
Skynet.
well,
I just watched Terminator 2 this at work today too.
some of the new medical technologies that they're developing to try and combat this stuff, is pretty impressive. But people just have to be careful about giving it all away just for the sake of a little bit of peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people need to have some courage to face the situation, and you need to trust the people around you to know that they have your back.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, nobody's going to come and save us. We've got to do it ourselves. I think that, as much as I hate to say it, I think that the government's proven itself time and time again to be essentially incompetent.
Yeah.
And that's being generous. And it's all going to be coming down to local community, solutions. I think that on the large scale, we're not going to be able to do it. And if they try locking things down and preventing people from traveling, you're going to have a lot of pissed off, heavily armed Americans. And I don't know what that's going to lead to. I don't know if people are going to, bend over and comply like Australia, give up their guns and say, yes, master, please lock me in my home, and call the cops on me for playing video games because you think there's company over. I don't think Americans are going to do that. There's too many examples of that going badly.
Well, not to mention the Fourth Amendment.
Well, let's be realistic. I don't think our politicians care about the Constitution, let alone understand it.
Of course, yeah, but that's very true.
I think that's been true probably for longer than we've been alive. That the Constitution's largely just been an inconvenient window dressing for a lot of these assholes. So, I think that it's going to come down to people at the local level saying no, we're not going to do this.
Like, in a lot of ways, as you said, Australians who are, rolling over. But having said that, we'd never let something like the Chaz happen in Australia.
Well, we'd never let something like the Chaz happen in America either. You have to understand that Portland's just its own separate place.
All systems nominal.
Yeah. Despite the fact that it's mainland USA,
Portland
and Seattle both are
pretty weird places.
Yeah.
Certainly if people tried setting up a Chaz type thing here in Oklahoma, they'd just get shot. There was a...
I set up the Chaz in Portland and people got shot.
Well, not on quite the same scale. There's an event up in Oklahoma City. There's a Black Lives Matter event that took place. And your usual out-of-town, dressed in all black, people came in and just started causing a lot of trouble. And they were very surprised when a bunch of the residents of this black neighborhood came out with their guns and started just shooting them.
Plus what our governor did, they declared any type of group like that a terrorist group.
Right, and it was basically open season with no bag limit. And in Oklahoma, black people have guns too.
Yep.
And so they were, that put a stop to it really fucking quickly. So it takes a really special kind of stupid to allow for something like that to occur. In Portland's one of those special kind of stupids. Where
they are overachievers.
Yeah, where the police just bent over and the police bent over like a bunch of Australians.
Chicago, though.
Well, yeah, but Chicago's one of the most corrupt cities in the world, and it's been corrupt like that for over 100 years.
Yeah.
So some of these places that are really terrible. Yeah, you have to understand that almost all of the bad stuff that happens in America happens in
Happen in Democrat cities.
On the way to Gamma.
well,
Exactly.
Currently.
I'm not gonna necessarily blame one party or the other. You know, I mean, the only people I hate more than Democrat politicians are Republican politicians, because at least Democrats will admit to wanting to fuck you in your face, whereas the Republicans will sweet talk you and then fuck you in the ass. But
We've got J9 people coming in.
Target acquired.
okay.
I see 'em.
Let me see if I can find one of them to shoot at. But no, the zoom. I touch you like whoops. I'm gonna Harvey
That
Weinstein.
linebacker would be in J10, J9.
Oh, I'm gonna Harvey Weinstein you. There we go. No, so
Push too far ahead.
I think that in many places in the country you would
New target
have a
acquired.
lot of trouble doing something like that, like the Chaz or any of these just
New
ridiculous
target acquired.
any of
Yeah, I
these ridiculous
gotcha.
things.
Careful.
I don't want to poke out again. Oh, there's somebody behind us.
New
Yeah,
target
I already got them
acquired.
blocked. I
Oh,
just
there-
I don't have
there's
a
smoke on.
linebacker.
Oh, I'm gonna have
That
to run.
linebacker I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run through. He just smoked our ass.
Warriors.
Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere but just to sit and take it in the face.
New target acquired.
I really
I'm
gotta
good.
go. I'm
So
falling asleep here.
what?
Okay.
Kill.
You take care of yourself, man.
Watch smoke.
You heading to bed?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
almost 2 o'clock.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Where's this
Yeah.
linebacker at?
Last scene, Juliet, Kilo 10 area.
Uh-oh, what
Artillery
happened
strike
to
online.
Kappa is
What?
under control.
what happened to my camera?
I don't know.
That's weird. Something screwed up the
Oh, probably when the other guy left. May I reset you?
let me see if I can fix that real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Where are you
Delta,
at, so
Delta.
I can help you?
There we go.
Fix it, our resident technician.
There we go. That fixed it. No, that was okay. So even if the
Artillery
that's
strike
interesting to learn.
online.
So even if the camera's off,
Kill.
even if a person doesn't have the camera on, if they
Sure have a lot
if
of
they
already.
pop
New
out of the
target
channel,
acquired.
it can still cause some trouble.
Trouble making little bitch.
Okay. Right now I'm hiding around Goat Monkey.
Fuck you, you're not hiding on me.
We're halfway there.
I'm hiding
No.
on you.
They are a quarter of the way
No,
there.
I'm shorter, so you're trying to hide a giraffe in short grass here.
All right, we need to. Oh, we're doing fine. We need to get.
The enemy has resource point Theta.
Let's get over towards Theta and contest that a little bit.
Theta?
Well, I want to move in that direction.
Okay.
Oh,
New target
I couldn't stop in
And
time.
watch out! I got an urban mech that's
Yeah,
in my computer
Target
that
There we
destroyed.
go.
Kill.
got them blocked. Well, I did.
Yeah, so, but a lot of it is you just can't, you know, people need to solve the problem, but they can't sacrifice who they are as part of the solution. And that's my caution to a lot of
Cool.
to a lot of people who are freaking out over this stuff.
All right.
Target spotted.
We're
Yeah.
still going to Theta.
Acquired.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
that's-
take up
New
a
target
position to
acquired.
cover.
I am too. As soon as you
Mad Cat is fresh.
got that Mad Cat.
He's not fresh anymore.
No, he's not, and he's also tagged. I lost lock. Let's see if I can get you. If I can get a better angle on this. I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna stand here in it.
There's a yeah. Go take Theta.
New
I'm
target
in it.
And
I'm
we're
in
gonna-
it.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that-
hide like a bitch until somebody attacks you.
and keep that Night Star. All right.
Those are halfway to victory.
I got a Mad Cat coming for me.
Theirs.
Anybody in the center, focus Foxtrot.
target destroyed. New target acquired.
There's a call. Run.
We have Theta.
New target.
Okay, I got Theta. I'm out of here.
Hit and run. Let's go.
Yep.
Got a Griffin I'm about to blast.
I'm just gonna keep taking pot shots.
New target.
Oh, there's a king
acquired.
crab who's coming around the
No, I
goat
see
monkey.
it.
There's a, yeah, just watch that king
Yeah,
crab.
I see it.
All right, I'm gonna come around behind him. Oh, I'm in front of him. Get him. Light him up, goat monkey.
Hi there, motherfucker.
We've collected 95% of the
This little asshole has me pinned up against a building.
Fucker took my kill.
Major torso. Critical damage.
Yeah, I got a KMDD out of it though. I'm happy.
Left torso. Critical damage.
What the?
New
There's
target
a
acquired.
camera.
enemy has spotted. Resource point Theta.
Good.
Man, that was what a dick thing to do. He just shoved me into the corner.
Did you die? No.
Yeah, the problem is now I'm in trouble. Who's this mad dog?
Warning. Incoming missile.
Mad Dog.
Now I see him. Trying to get to him, but he's too fast.
I see him. I'm trying to. He's
Alright.
gone.
There's a linebacker that's nearly at 100%.
All right.
Where's
Just
it?
killed me.
Right, you got
I got some shots into him, but I don't know
Yeah,
how
we
much I
got
really did.
All right.
So, Sigma, Gamma, or Epsilon, right?
There's
Yep.
the one guy. Where's the
Whichever
one
one's
guy?
closest.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't know.
Epsilon, I
I'm
guess.
following you.
Whoever's quickest.
Yeah, Bubba, why don't you just
Whoever's fastest to
probably.
cap.
When you guys talk over each other, I can't hear.
get
What's
to Gamma, and Goat Monkey and I'll head towards Sigma.
All right, heading for Gamma.
Where's Sigma at?
Quick.
Theta.
All right,
we'll
I'm
get
almost
Gamma.
I'm almost out of armor, but I'm gonna head towards Sigma.
Don't worry. If you die, I can kill him.
I'm headed for Gamma.
Oh wait, I don't have my cool shot.
He's
I
going
might
to
not
defend
kill
a
him.
lot more than...
Another ocean.
I don't know if I can get to
You
Sigma
gotta
in
get that
time.
cap-
I don't know if I can get to
there.
Gamma in time either. I'm running like hell. But
Yeah.
I can cut terrain because I have jump jets.
Yeah,
is
that.
cool.
Let you move
Freaking
towards the
close.
other cap. Yep. Kappa.
This is going to be real close.
Alright,
He's
so we
at-
need to get
the
both of
enemy's
those
at
and have him
Kappa.
flip before
All
he
right.
does.
Well, there's nothing we can
Although,
do about that
I
other
think they're
than.
going to win it.
Yeah, they'll probably win it on points because I think we're not gonna have enough time to flip a base. I'm too slow.
I'm too slow as well. Where's
I'm
Kappa?
almost there.
It's too far
Other
away.
side.
There's nothing we can do about it. I don't even know if I can make it up this hill in time. 'Cause I don't know if I can even get up this thing.
No, I can't.
I did what I could.
Yeah. All right.
Our
That's
foes
okay.
have gathered
Yeah.
enough resources.
So.
That was
one guy.
close.
Well, that's not bad.
No,
Hey.
that was. They knew we were there.
778. How did we do? I did
Shitty.
a lot. Maddie did a lot. Yeah. And that one guy, that Logic Cosmic guy, he just rocked it. And a direwolf, holy crap.
Yeah, a linebacker with 195 damage.
Brother, I am...
Well, he won the game though. Good job
Oh.
to the linebacker. All right. Well, you guys want to add anything? You guys want to add anything to this? It's been about a little over an hour. We could probably wrap it up on part 2.
Is this wrap up time?
Yeah, unless you want to talk some more.
I don't know.
I have to do some work.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wrap it up. I mean, the big
Yeah.
thing that I want to get at, just with that link that my dad sent me to the resolution to the bill, is that I think that a lot of these politicians are going to try and cover their asses. They know that people are going to die anyway. They're going to cover their butts, and if they end up gaining more power, more centralized power, they're going to do it. I don't know if it's a deliberate thing or if it's just a side effect of them being so incompetent and greedy. But I don't. This is why everybody's pushing back, I think, against the mask mandates and the vaccine mandates and all that. It's not that they're opposed to wearing masks, and it's not that they're opposed to getting vaccinated. They just don't want an arbitrary centralized power telling them what to do, especially when there's an obvious double standard.
I think that's actually more than anything else is the obvious double standard.
Well,
Because let's look at some of the other pandemics that's actually happened: the avian flu, the swine flu, mad cow disease.
well, it can be argued that COVID's worse than all of those. It's certainly caused a lot more deaths if you believe the numbers, and there's people who don't believe the numbers. I don't want to get into the data because the only thing we know for certain about the data is that we have unreliable data, and there's a lot that we don't understand. The problem is more the methodology, because this one is more severe. People are just going overboard on their proposed solutions rather than trusting individuals to make good decisions. And I don't want to sound like a cold asshole, but if somebody's going to make a bad decision about COVID and dies because of it, that's sort of on them. The problem is that if somebody makes a bad decision and kills somebody else, then that's the rough thing. And ultimately, I think we need to trust each other enough that we're going to all protect the vulnerable among us. And people have to be responsible enough to make those decisions to protect the vulnerable among us. But taking away freedoms is part of the process. That's not a very American solution, and I think there's going to be a lot of resistance to it, and I don't see how you get around it. And if these people are going to, insist on doing that, what happens if they have some sort of federal mandate and then a local municipality or a state says no? Are they going to march federal troops into the middle of Podunk, Nebraska, because some small town sheriff doesn't want to comply? That turn into a big mess. You can't. What are they going to do? How are they going to enforce all this?
Well, I mean, look, you have California, Colorado, Washington, and Oregon that I could think of off the top of my head that has legalized recreational marijuana. Okay, they did not send troops in on that one.
Right, but the powers that be don't give a shit about marijuana. I mean, a lot of the the cultural tide is behind legalization of marijuana.
Yeah.
And marijuana is not something that they can use to. It's not a crisis. It's not something they can use to gain power and gain riches. They can't use it as an excuse to rob the wealth from the middle class. So I think that COVID is bad, but it's also a very convenient way for people to profit. A lot of these power-hungry individuals are using it to carve up the country, I think, and it's people are just pissed about it because they're not pissed about the death. They're pissed about the poverty that's being created and about all the inequality, about people's lives getting destroyed. And at some point we have to return to normal, and people are going to have to start taking risks or not. You can hide in your apartment, but I don't think you can have a one-size-fits-all solution, because America's so big and the different parts of America are so different from each other.
Yeah.
That I think these one-size-fits-all solutions that may work, in one place are just going to piss off the people in another. And I don't know how we get out from that. So I don't think we're going to come up with a solution tonight. I think we wrap it up.
No. Yeah.
But I'm happy with the new format. I like the backdrops.
Yeah.
Bubba finally has the lighting looking good. Maddie has the lighting looking good. I've got the solid background because I haven't pulled the Mech Warrior background out yet. I'm still unpacking things from storage now that I renovated the studio. But I think this was pretty good. So let's wrap it up from here.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch over to my thank you screen. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is part 2 of the shitting your pants and changing your shirt. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. You know, we're not really a big group. We're just some guys hanging out, playing some video games and talking a bunch of shit. And you guys have a good evening. Don't be assholes to each other. There's already too much of that as it is.
Take care, guys.
Good night, everyone.